last night game, I mean, obviously the way it happened was surprising, but just what I said was going to happen, Rob, happened. Close game, nail biter, but the Chiefs would pull out a tough one, and they did. I said they were favored by 4.5. I said the Chiefs will win, but I'd take the Chargers with the points.
I felt good until that late,
they were within
that backdoor cover at the end. How dare them go to Chargers with two fourth down completions, you know what I mean, on that last drive. Man, give it up. Let me win some shekels. What was that? I was sick. A backdoor cover late in the game. A meaningless touchdown.
Look, obviously their chances of winning were
No, I know. You try to get that, and then get the onside kick. I get all that.
And that kick almost, look, it's rare, especially nowadays, that you get an onside kick, right? But that one was bobbled and gave them hope. But anyway, Rob, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that the Chargers outplayed the Chiefs, not by they didn't knock them around the field, but I thought they got the better of them during the game. I think the Chiefs are still the better team, but I thought last night the Chargers, got the best of them. And it really came down to one mistake, one play. Patrick Mahomes didn't make a mistake, at least not one that got picked off.
Well, he was picked off a couple. They just got called back.
Look in the box score. There's no
I just said there were a couple.
I know. I'm just saying.
There were a couple where
everybody, they always
Chargers fans were running the other way. Yeah, I'm just saying. It was.
But Justin Herbert made the mistake. Far as great as he played, he made the mistake that cost him the game. That was the game. The 99-yard pick six from Jalen Watson, the 7th-round draft pick, a rookie. That was the game.
It's not even a 7-point, Chris. It's like 14 points.
Well, at that point,
you know what I mean? Like, that's how big of a turnaround it is. Because you score, not only do you not score, you let them score. At least. But I'm just saying, it has that magnitude. It's a huge play, and it was a terrible throw. I mean, it cost them.
You agree with me that the Chargers got the best of them, but that play basically was the game.
Yeah, I was impressed. I didn't think the Chargers were going to go in there coming off of the way that the Chiefs had played. Their best receivers out. I just did not expect the Chargers to be in control of that game and have a real shot to win. I thought that, and I told you this, that I thought that the Chiefs would win by 10 points. I really did. I said double digits, and it was right until the last. It looked like I was going to be nailed it right.
I was like, don't let Rob be right.
I know. You know that. You were just wishing. You're at home. No! I don't want to have to go on the radio and hear his voice that I was right. I tried to tell you, Chris Broussard. I was telling you that it was going to be a 10-point game. That's exactly
what it would have been.
Yes, and it didn't happen. And it cost me money. That's the worst part. Yes.
Give us a hint how much. No more new Louis Vuitton headrest in your car?
No, I actually have to take my Louis Vuitton bag back after I lost that. That's how bad it was. Man.
But, Rob, I think, too, look, you got to give the Chiefs this type of credit. They find a way to get it done. Now, not every time. Obviously, they haven't won the Super Bowl every year. But Patrick Mahomes has been a comeback kid. Heck, their one Super Bowl they got. They were down 10 with about 8-9 minutes left to play.
Yeah, it was.
They found a way, right?
It was bad, those 3 quarters, and then he put it together, and they were able to win. There's no doubt about
Rob, against Buffalo, the magical 13 seconds. They're down with 13 seconds left. I don't care if they only needed a field goal. That was a heck of a comeback, and then they win it in OT. And again, they don't do it every single time. Nobody does it every single time. But I tell you what, Rob, as long as they got Patrick Mahomes at quarterback in his prime, you really can't count them out. They're in the ball game, even though, he played well, but he wasn't like Like we said, the big play was the pick six.
Yeah, that was the game, really.
Yeah, he gives them a chance. This has been the case since he's been there. And on the other hand, Rob, I thought the Chargers, how many times did they blow games last year?
Too often.
Right? And they did it again last night.
That was a game that I felt like they were in control. I was like,
they were.
Like they're in control of this game. They have a great shot to win, and then when they're knocking on the door to score in that situation, that could have been huge. And instead, it's one thing to throw a pick, but you can't let a guy go 99 yards and score. I mean, it's a backbreaker. It kills you. It kills you. And then, who feels good with, a little backdoor cover with a touchdown at the end? I know I wasn't feeling good about it. But anyway.
So a lot of it, Rob, was the Chiefs doing what they do, finding a way to win, and the Chargers doing what they do, finding a way to lose.
I'll tell you one thing, though. There are a lot of people left feeling a lot better about the Chargers and where they are because I question exactly how good they are to go into that game and to do what they were able to do, especially with the Chiefs coming off such an impressive win over Arizona.
Well, I think that might tell you how bad. I mean, the Chiefs are great. They're one of the top
you know what I
teams
mean.
in the league, but Arizona's not that
Arizona, I mean, because the Chargers went in there because I thought the Chiefs would just be able to have their way. Again.
Well, remember, they had beaten the Chiefs the last two times they've been in Kansas City.
Right.
And they got to follow it up. Like I said, if they don't, it's hard for me to imagine the Chargers not making the playoffs. But if they don't, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't think he's on the hot seat. But if they don't make the playoffs, Rob, I'm sorry. Brandon Staley, like these last 2 years, you should have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Your team is stacked.
They got too much. And
absolutely.
He's on the hot seat. Even when he took the first field goal. No, I'm saying, Chris, if they don't make the playoffs, you don't think he's on the hot seat with that talent?
I mean, I think he should be.
With that talent.
Think they like him. I mean, I think they love him. I think they think he's this little boy genius.
Well, I think that they talked to him, especially in the offseason, about last year, and
they had
reined it in. Don't you get that feeling that he reined it in a little bit? Because he went
for it on he kicked field goals last night.
Right, which
they
he wasn't
did go
doing.
for a few force downs that they made, but for the most part, they were kicking field goals.
Right, it was like a pedestrian game for a coach, not like outrageous. Before we would look at him and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Right.
Like it would be that outrageous.
Let me ask you this before we go to the listeners. What'd you think about them keeping Herbert in the game? I got to be honest, and I'm all for playing through pain. I had no problem with Baker Mayfield playing last year, but we didn't see Baker Mayfield on the field in the type of pain. Clearly, he was in pain last night. And when Justin Herbert, Rob, on 3rd and 1, did not run for that first down because he obviously didn't want to get hit, but he didn't even want to slide.
No.
Right? Because he could have slid, he wouldn't have got hit, and he would have got the first. I was like, get him out of there. Now, obviously, the next play goes for 35 yards, great pass, they score. But I feel like they got away with it. He's got fractured ribs, but looks like he's going to be okay for the most part. But, Rob, I don't think it was worth the risk. If he got hurt, another solid hit, he might be out for
an extended period.
Yeah.
Right. And then
I don't think one game was worth that.
Yeah,
personally.
Especially. Yeah, I understand it's a big game. You look at it, you want to win, but you got to be careful and protect the quarterback.
Chiefs win or Chargers give it away last night? Your thoughts?
All right, let's kick it off with Max in Georgia. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What up, Max?
What's up, guys? The Chargers lost that game. I mean, I thought their defense looked legit, with the pieces they acquired in the offseason. Right. For me, I thought Herbert might be an MVP, and he still has time, obviously, but I thought he took 2 steps back in that discussion last night. That offensive coordinator and that head coach, the three of them got to get together, get on the right page. His toughness was unbelievable at the end of the game. Cracked ribs, broke ribs, whatever it was. I thought Everett, the guy from the tight end from Seattle, they didn't get him involved to the end of the game. They forced that pick 6 to him when he was hurt. I mean, it was just unbelievable. You wait to acquire that guy to end the game to get him going. That guy's unbelievable.
Well, Mike Williams was killing him.
Yeah, Mike Williams was
Mike Williams was
like
killing. He had glue on his hands.
I know. He had glue. He had that sticky stuff.
I think Max makes a great point.
Thanks,
and
Max.
It's early. Herbert's got a shot. But, Rob, if it's tight and Herbert's in the discussion, that'll be something you point to when you look at the MVP race. Like if it's him and Mahomes or Rod, you know what I mean? Like that game, it was all that. Look, it doesn't mean he played a good game overall. Max is right. Unbelievable toughness. But that was the game.
Right. And you can't, and also, you know how tough it is in that division. You don't want to give up any games that you have a real shot to win. It could cost you. Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What up, Drew?
What it showed me was I don't see the Jordan-esque Patrick Mahomes. I don't see the most talented quarterback in the league. I think there are quarterbacks more talented. I think he's not as cerebral as an Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. I don't think he's as talented as Josh Allen or even like a John Elway, or he's not Peyton at the line. So I need to know.
Well, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Aaron Rodgers is arguably the greatest regular season quarterback we've seen. Him or Peyton Manning. He hasn't gotten it done in the postseason in a decade. So I'm not putting him in that discussion for more cerebral than Patrick Mahomes. And talent? How about that play from Patrick Mahomes on the touchdown to McKinnon, where he scrambles and creates that room and then throws the sidearm pass? I mean, come on, man. And these receivers, who was that rookie receiver that caught a touchdown pass, or the guy that nobody knew who he was? So I didn't see anything to tell me Patrick Mahomes wasn't the best quarterback in the league last night.
Kyle in Oklahoma City, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What up, Kyle?
Hey, what up, guys? Hey, man, I'm just calling in just to talk up the defense for the Chargers, man, because last night you got to see Derwin James, one of the highest paid or the highest paid safety in the league, go out there and just put it on, body slam Travis Kelce as he's reaching for the end zone. And, man, that guy is out there just showing the league what's going on, what's up. Because, I mean, I thought that they didn't lose that game because of the defensive effort. I thought they did an incredible job trying to hold Patrick Mahomes and his everybody. And
they did. The defense was good enough, Rob. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. No. They did. They held up their ball.
You're not going to shut down
on the road.
Chiefs.
On the road, right? I mean, that should be a win there.
Right. And Derwin James, that was impressive. I mean, I do think, Rob, look, it was a great play. The body slam of Kelce.
Yeah, but
I think
Kelsey's
people are making a little too much out of it.
Just Kelsey's bigger than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what I mean? People are acting like, he knocked him out and caused a fumble and, this and that. But it was a great play, though. It does show that obviously we all knew Derwin James was for real.